So, yeah, I'm going to keep this dollar. You're not going to get it back. Okay. How many of you guys were here probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago when I talked about Facebook? Me. You guys remember that? Raise your hands. Okay. I'm going to relate back to that. The Cliff Note version of that is, it was a guy, Zacchaeus. He showed up. Bless you. He climbed a tree to see Jesus. He heard Jesus coming into town. He went and climbed a sycamore tree to find him. Jesus comes up and says, "Hey, Zacchaeus." By the way, they've never met. "Zacchaeus, come down from that tree. I'm going to go to your house today." He was a tax collector. He was hated. Jesus chose him out of everyone. Okay? Zacchaeus trusted, whether he knew it or not, all right? I'm going to go back a little bit into my experiences, okay? Trying to figure out, when I was in high school, trying to figure out where I was going to go to school. For about 4 years, I was die-hard set on going to the Air Force Academy. Like, I was 16 years old, I was going to get a USAF tattoo with a couple of, like, Raptors dog fighting on my back. Like, it was sick, but, you know. Anyways, so my scoutmaster at the time goes, "Hey, my son went to Mercer." I was like, "Dude, where the heck is Mercer? What are you talking about? Like, where's Macon?" That's a bigger question. Where's Macon? I didn't know where this place was. And so I looked into it a little bit more, and I was like, you know what? I don't know. So I'm going to pray. So I prayed for a little bit, prayed for about a month and a half, and sure enough, I show up to an informational session on Mercer, and it was, "Hey, I haven't seen this kid in about 8 years. What's up?" Show up. "Dude, are you going to Mercer?" "Yeah, I guess I'm going to Mercer. I don't know." "Dude, are you going to Mercer?" That's what he asked me back. I was like, "I mean, I guess I am now. Yeah, why not?" And so I was like, "Dude, you want a room together?" So at that point, I knew where I was supposed to be, where I was supposed to go. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. But I knew I was at least coming to Mercer, right? Well, in high school, I had a buddy of mine. He had a really hard time, really hard life. He was all into drugs, drinking, you know, gratuitous sex, the whole thing that everyone just goes and looks down on. He's a heck of a guy. Like, he had my back on everything. Just because something happened in his life and he was dealt a bad set of cards, doesn't mean that he didn't turn it around later on. He's a really good guy and everything like that. He's one of my closest friends. When I came to college, though, I met a guy who seemed to have it all together. 4.0 out of high school, you know, valedictorian, all this other jazz that, you know, is a really big title. But there was something off about him. I didn't know. He's a really good guy, hung out with him. Turns out I was just like, you know, I can't hang out with you anymore. There's just something that I don't feel right with. Sure enough, if I kept hanging out with him, I wouldn't be here today. He got kicked out, probably in jail somewhere. I don't know what he did. I never heard. Just left. All I heard was bad things coming from it. I don't know what it was. And so all I had to do was just trust. I had to trust God that, hey, you got my back. You know more about this guy than I do. What do I need to do? So there's actually a verse I want to read to you guys about John 10:10. Okay? It says, "A thief may come in the night to steal, kill, and destroy. But I have come that you may have life, and you may have it to the fullest." So you're probably thinking, okay, cool, there's bad things in life that happen. There's different things that go on in life. And they're all Satan, right? Whether you believe it or not, there's bad things in this world. There's bad things. It's sin. We're all born into it. That's where the thief comes in. The guy. He probably didn't have bad intentions. He probably didn't show up to the first day of class and go, "Hey, you know what? This Cheeze kid who I've never met before, I want to bring him down with me. I want to bring him down. I want to destroy his life." No, that's probably not. I can almost guarantee you that's not what he thought. But what happened was, Satan was using him to tempt me, to hang out with him, to do things I knew I shouldn't be doing. And so I stopped. Because if I had kept with him, Satan would have used him as a thief to come, steal, and destroy my life. That wouldn't have been good. But I trusted God to actually show up and take care of me. Come on up here. Remember how I told you you weren't getting that $1 back? There's a 10. You can take a seat. All right. The reason why I did that is to show you guys that, look, you guys may look at it and go, okay, it's $1. I got $10 back. Okay. Cool. But the illustration behind that is, when you trust God, you give a little bit up front. Whether you know it or not, something's going to happen in return. You have to trust. How many of you guys have a really good friend that you trust with everything? You call him up, 2 o'clock in the morning, hey, I need your help. Doesn't matter what happened. He's there for you. She's there for you. Right? God's the same way. You trust Him. He'll make sure that your life flourishes, not only here, you won't just flourish here on earth, because this is all temporary. What you'll end up doing is you'll actually flourish afterwards in the kingdom. Right? I used $10 as an example, like I said. Because God made us, He made you, each and every single one of you. He made you. He knew you years and years ago. He knew you. He knew it was your birthday. 50 years ago, He knew it was your birthday today. Okay? He made us. So we live here. We live on this plane. Think of it as one plane. We live here. This is us. This is Earth. Okay? He's going to take care of you here. You trust Him. The more you start trusting Him, the more you start talking to Him. You talk to your friends. How often do your friends influence you? Yeah, probably more than they should. But here's the thing. When you have that friend request from Jesus, He's going to influence you. If you keep talking with Him, if you keep hanging out with Him, He's going to influence you. It's going to be for the better. You're going to be a better person. You're going to start thinking and seeing your life the way He has it planned out for you. Obviously, you have free will. That's a whole other topic. But when you start trusting Him, and you start aligning what you see with Him, you'll start seeing that you got all sorts of blessings. You got all sorts of gifts. You got all sorts of talents. You have everything in life that's going for you. But you have to trust Him. You guys, I'm sure you guys trust your parents, trust your uncle, trust your aunts, grandparents. They all have experience, right? Right? They got experience that you don't have yet? Yeah. God's the same way. He's been around. He's seen people. He knows everything. He wants to help you. So, what I'm going to do is close right quick. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys for coming out here every Friday morning. It's been a blast. You guys had fun?
Yeah.
It's kind of pathetic. You guys have fun? There you go. Much like the seasons that go on, a lot of you are graduating. How many graduating seniors do we have?